Ray-Pec community, welcome to another edition of Staff Spotlight. And I must admit, one of the things I like most about being a part of Staff Spotlight is I never know which chair I'm going to end up in. We're in beanbag chairs today here at Peculiar Elementary School in Kim Shaul's classroom. Kim, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
You are a 5th grade math teacher here at Peculiar.
Yeah.
A 2003 graduate of Ray-Pec High School. So this is a little taste of home for you, isn't it?
It is. This is definitely home for me.
So tell me what you like most about teaching math here at Peculiar Elementary.
Oh, probably my favorite thing is that my daughter Allie goes here with me, so it's been fun to get to be the teacher mom, and this year's extra special because I have her with me for math for part of the day. In 5th grade, we're departmentalized, so I get to teach the whole grade level math, and so I get to have my daughter with me as a student this year as well, so that's very special.
And you come from a family of educators.
Yes.
Your husband teaches for us.
Yep.
And your mom works for us at the central office. So what is that like being kind of embedded in this community to the degree that you guys are?
It's amazing. I grew up here, so Ray-Pec is home for me. My family moved here when I was starting 4th grade, and I went all the way up through, graduated from Ray-Pec, and always knew that I wanted to be a teacher. I'm one of those. And always knew that I wanted to come back here because this is home. And so it's fun. I met my husband in college, Drew, and he came back here to Ray-Pec and became a teacher, and he coaches, and it's all in the family. My Ray-Pec school family and my Peculiar Elementary School family involves my at-home family as well. So it's just family all around.
That's awesome. Now, several times I've been in your classroom to watch you teach and lessons and all that stuff, and I've been hugely impressed with the way you engage your kids. So tell me and tell the viewers what goes into creating an engaging lesson for kids, especially in math, because let's face it, 5th grade math sometimes isn't the favorite of all your 5th graders.
Right. It's always a work in progress. I'm always learning and looking for new innovative ways to engage my students. The most important things to me are to make our math learning real world as much as possible. I try and make problem-solving tasks that my students can connect with and feel involved and connected to the math. Yesterday, we did a performance task where the students were creating a fast food order for Patrick Mahomes. He had showed up at their fast food restaurant, and so they had to create an order and figure out the total for Patrick and write him a receipt and all that.
That's awesome.
Anytime I can make things real world. And the other thing I really try to do pretty much every day is make math learning collaborative. I'm a firm believer in teamwork makes the dream work. That's what my shirt says today. We're better together. And sometimes peers can explain math in a way that makes more sense to a student than when a teacher explains it. So I love to engage my students in collaboration and sharing their ideas and different strategies so that they can think flexibly and see things from different ways. And to me, over time, that creates less of a stigma about math. It makes math fun and engaging and real world for them.
That's awesome. I have noticed that in your classroom when I've come in, and the kids don't even know I'm in the classroom, first of all, because they're so into their lesson, and you've hit it out of the park every time I've been in here.
Thank you.
So as a 2003 graduate of Ray-Pec, and you come back home to this, I'm always impressed in convocation when I ask our Ray-Pec grads to stand and how many of them there are. So tell me what this community means to you, and why did you choose to come back to raise your family here?
Yeah, it's everything to me, honestly. When I moved here with my family, Ray-Pec was a very small community, and we grew so quickly that I feel that we still have that small town family feel, even though it's a large district.
Right.
There's lots of pride in being a Ray-Pec Panther, and I know there are a lot of Ray-Pec grads that came back to teach here and work in the district because we have that close-knit family feeling. And it's just nice to be able to give back to the community that raised me, honestly. All the teachers that I grew up learning from when I first started teaching became my colleagues, which was a transition and tricky at first, but it feels right. It's a family.
Awesome. So also at convocation, then we talked about 3 things that we want from our team members. We want them to provide caring opportunities for kids. We want them to help our kids do hard things. We want them to provide innovation and opportunities. So tell me, let's talk about the hard things, because this is math.
Sure.
How do you get your students to overcome maybe some of their math phobias, their math fears, I'm not good at it yet type of stuff? What do you do to help kids overcome the hard math stuff?
You said yet. We talk a lot in my room about the power of yet, and turn around our I can't do this into I'm not able to do this yet. And it just is a constant conversation of these are skills that we're working on all year long. It's okay and it's normal and natural for you to not know that yet. We're constantly telling each other, it's not just me telling students, but I'll overhear my students telling each other, you can do hard things. This is tricky. Instead of avoiding, we're going to embrace the productive struggle. We call it productive struggle when you come across something that's hard. I have a poster hanging in my room that gives kids strategies of what can you do if you come across a math problem that's hard. Can you look back in your notes? Can you ask your collaborative partner? Maybe there's part of the problem you can do and then skip the rest and come back to it later when you're feeling more comfortable and confident. So it's just minute by minute, just those little deposits as we go through the school year to build up that you can do hard things and it's worth it. I love when a student feels they're unable to do something and then over time they're able to do it. And we have that conversation in the moment. I'm intentional about pausing and saying, hey, do you remember 3 days ago when you said, man, I'm not getting this long division thing. Look what you just did. How does that feel?
Sure.
And getting them to understand that there's so much self-confidence that can come from growth. I didn't know how to do this before, and now I do because I did X, Y, Z. That's building up that self-confidence. And I can do this even when it's hard. And that translates into life, not just math.
Yeah, that's a beautiful way of looking at it. Also, the term productive struggle. You know, we all have those throughout life, and helping them understand what that is at the very beginning is important. And I think we're about to have a productive struggle now, because I'm going to try to get out of this bean chair.
Get out of these beanbag chairs. Good luck. If you need a hand, I'm happy to help.
Thank you for being our guest today.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for all you're doing for our students here at Peculiar Elementary.
It's my pleasure. I love my job.
Ray-Pec community, that was Kim Shaul here at Peculiar Elementary School talking about her role as a math teacher in the 5th grade. Tune in next time. We'll have another special guest. Until then, keep smiling, and we'll see you soon.